Chair, it is truly unfortunate that in days like these, as the free and democratic world is facing such unprecedented challenges and threats, we sit here in such an important forum for international security and hear statements such as by the NAM and the Arab group that are so detached from reality. In fact, when one listens to these two statements, one may believe we are hearing voices from an alternative reality, a reality where October 7th massacre never happened, exactly a year ago, a reality where 101 hostages are still held by Hamas in their dungeons and tunnels, starved, humiliated, sexually abused, where hostages are never shot and killed in cold-blooded by Hamas terrorists that held them. A reality where Hezbollah never started on October 8th, 2023, an unprovoked year-long attack against my country from the Lebanese territory. These statements ignore Hezbollah's brutal attack that killed 12 innocent children that played soccer in the Israeli Druze town of Magdal Shams in July, and many, many other Israelis. In addition, these statements choose to ignore the Houthis' constant attacks against the maritime movement in the Red Sea. If we only listen to the Arab group statements, we might believe that the Suez Canal flourishes and international commerce is at its peak these days. And of course, a reality where Iran did not launch two massive, unprecedented missile attacks against Israel over the course of the last few months. Madam Chair, the statements by NAM and the Arab group are shameful. Reversing the cause and effect of this war will not lead to ending the violence. No amount of empty words will change the reality on the ground in the Middle East. Israel will never forget nor stop reminding this room the truth. And what is the truth? What is the reality? Let me remind everyone in this room. Exactly 1 year ago, on October 7th, Israel suffered the bloodiest massacre since its establishment. On that horrific Saturday morning, pure evil raised its head as thousands of Hamas terrorists breached Israel's sovereign territory by land, sea, and air, invading more than 20 Israeli communities, butchering more than 1,200 people, abducting more than 250 hostages, and committing brutal and unimaginable gender-based violence crimes. This is the reality. For Israelis and Jews around the world, the October 7th massacre is more than a national tragedy. It is a wound that will be etched in our hearts forever, and a date which will live in infamy. Since that morning, Israel has been fighting to defend itself in a war it did not start and did not choose. Nevertheless, a war we must and will win, so that October 7th will not be repeated, and so that the hostages still kept by Hamas in the dark tunnels in Gaza will finally be free. 101 hostages must be released immediately and unconditionally. As Israel acts to eliminate the threat from Hamas, it is challenged on 6 additional fronts, including a UN member states and by terrorist groups that seek its destruction. One must not forget the common denominator is the Islamic Republic of Iran, which is orchestrating this multi-front attack and proliferating weapons with the aim of sparking a bloody war in the region. This is the reality. This is the truth. I thank you.